So I just moved in to a new place. The hard part's over. The actual move is over, but now I have to actually unpack and settle in. Thought that I would document this process. And this is like the very beginning stages of me working in this place, so why not start at the very beginning to show you guys like what goes on in here? I don't know. My main goal is to basically get this room, this space, into an inspiring sewing studio where I'm like excited to work every single day. My last place, I did like some fun stencils around the windows. I built shelves and like painted the walls. So now I want to achieve that same kind of vibe here. I might start by assembling a new sewing bench. Actually, my grandpa's in his wood studio, and then my grandma used it, so it's a special piece. I think I need a hammer.
Do you have a beer?
Yeah. It's a new day. My second cup of coffee of the day. It's lovely out. I got the desk built yesterday, pretty much. The top is still missing, but I'm hoping to figure that one out later today. So I think the next step is to build this clothing rack that I made out of like 2x4s and a giant dowel. So I'm gonna put that together. That's like the next big thing to build that I'm a little bit avoiding, but I'm gonna do it, and hopefully I have room for it. So I'm gonna get that started today. As I was building this, I very quickly realized that it would be way too big for this space and what I need. So I decided to pause and brainstorm a different solution.
I feel like if we made one that's just like...
It's a little like... I found these cool hangers at the thrift store, but you'll just have to wait. It's just way too big. It takes up the entire space. In the meantime, I set up my grandpa's old drafting table for my embroidery projects. I love reusing items that my grandparents also used. Next, I started to think about where I wanted to put this antique window mirror. There's only one window in the room right now, so this will be like the perfect solution to bring in more light. This is where my scrap denim is going to live for now, so I'm gonna unpack that. There's a lot in here. I also have this really cool antique ironing board, so I set it up to try and figure out where it could possibly fit in this room. Okay, here's a little progress report. I moved this guy here and this fabric shelf over here. It still feels very cluttered in here, but today I think I found a pretty good solution. I'm going on a Facebook marketplace pickup to get like a really cool hutch sort of like storage era thing. I'm gonna move my fabric into that. It has way more storage inside, and hopefully I can fit my notions baskets in there and that'll clear up my floor. So yeah, we'll see. I hope it works, and also maybe I'll paint it. Cass then helped me cut a piece of plywood for my desk, and I took over with the sanding. I'm literally so grateful for a handy partner. Good morning. I got this piece of plywood on the bench, and it's great. It's a solid surface to work on. So now I can actually start sewing here, and I'm so excited. It's not like a perfect piece or anything, but I kind of like that. I like that there's scratches and, like, I don't know, imperfections. It means that it had a past life and I'm just giving it a new one. So, and that's what I'm all about. I still have a few other things to do in the studio generally to like get it to where I want it to be, but I still have to work. So I'm gonna set my sewing machine up. Oh, you know what? I hardly filmed this, but I did get that mirror hung and it reflects the only window here. So I kind of have two windows now. I'll show you. It's actually so cute. This was an old window frame that I found at an antique mall, and I brought it into Glass Guys and they put a mirror into it. But it's still a little bit dark in this corner, so I think I'm going to hang a hanging light, and maybe I'll do that today. Oh my god, wait a second. Ham bone.
She's like shaking.
Aww. This will actually be my first time using a brand new sewing machine. Ooh, ooh, it's super light. Oh my god. Right now I'm sketching out a few ideas because I really want to paint some like flowers, little, I don't know, decoration on this pie cabinet that I got for my fabric. It was painted like a blue by the previous owner, so I feel like I could also paint on top of it. I'm really obsessed with it. It's so cute in this space, and it's like the perfect amount of storage that I need for my fabric. It'll be really simple, just like a little flower situation. Painting that straight line was a lot harder than I thought. It's super squiggly. Okay, I think I'm gonna stop here on the painting. I don't want to like make it too busy, so I kind of just like where it's at right now. And it's so cute. It's like the perfect level of embellishment. This process kind of felt like embroidering a pair of jeans. Start off with like a blue canvas and just kind of add little filigrees. So it pretty much took up my whole morning, but it was so fun. So I have a curtain rod now for my window. Cass actually built the little brackets for the rod to sit on. I just have a dowel as the curtain rod. Today I thought that I would actually make the curtain. I don't want to block any of this natural light from coming into the studio, so I think I'm gonna make something really like sheer and use like lacy fabrics. So I think I'm gonna like just use scraps and whatever I have in my collection to like kind of quilt something together. I think I'm gonna use my serger to sew it because all the seams will be exposed. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do this morning. I have like a lot of scraps like this, just like little eyelet to let the light in. It's so pretty. Now, I didn't really have too much of a plan here. I just started by measuring the length of the pole and basically took all of the scraps I had and cut 6x8 rectangles out of them. I wasn't necessarily counting how many I cut out. I just kept cutting and cutting until I had a big fat pile of 6x8 rectangles. Then I pieced all of those pieces together to form the curtain and got my serger threaded and just sewed all of those pieces together. Okay.
Put it up. Straight. Check it out.
Oh, it's so cute. Wow, I'm obsessed. I have this really cool planter that is handmade. It's ceramic, and it was actually a trade with another artist. She goes by Staples Ceramics. It has the same kind of colors as the curtain that I just made. I have this crazy plant, and I'm gonna put him in here. There's no like drainage in here, so I just have like mini volcano rocks. Last night, Cass and I hung this guy over here in the corner. We just had these two brackets with hooks. So we put those up for my clothing rack. I don't know why I thought that I would like build a permanent clothing rack with like 2x4s jutting out into the room. So I'm scrapping that idea. And this is just gonna save me so much more space, and it's like the perfect size. It's got a beautiful piece of walnut that was like a scrap that Cass had in his collection, and I sanded it down so it's nice and smooth, and it's just really cute. I already put my embroidery thread on top here, so now I just have to find like a dowel to go on the little hooks so that I can actually hang my creations. I'm off to Menards to go find one. I'm gonna try to use this handsaw to cut it to the right length. Ooh. Got some sandpaper. I literally can't handle how cute these hangers are. Somebody spent like so much time crocheting these, and now I get to use them. All I really have left to do in this room is hang artwork. Most of the artwork that I own is made by loved ones, friends and family, other creative folks, so I'm gonna get started on just hanging all that stuff. One of my very favorite pieces, this tulip canvas. My grandma painted that one and it hung in my childhood bedroom, and it's super special to me because the name of my company, my small business, is Tulipan, which means tulip in Spanish. Okay, this is a really special piece. It's a handmade bra, probably from the 50s, and it was my dad's cousin. It says, Hecho en Cuba. It's made in Cuba, and it's a special piece because just like it's super feminine and cute. It's handmade. Look at the details. It has to do with like my family heritage, and just also it's got her initials embroidered. Literally so cute. Cass made these really cute little shelves. They're perfect for like little things. Weird bottles. Right now I'm beading a beaded curtain. I need some sort of partition from this room that I'm in to my studio space. I found like several bags of wooden beads at a thrift store. So I'm just stringing them, and then I'm gonna like attach them to a dowel. This is what I have so far. Okay, so I think I'm at a good place with my studio space. Everything is pretty much unpacked and has a place. Artwork is hung. Yeah, so I'll show you guys the final result. Right away over here, this is the corner where works in progress and embroidery thread is going to be living. And then across from it, this is my sewing station. Got my sewing machine and my serger over there. I've got sketchbooks, watercolor paper, paints over here on top. I have just like a box of notions, my film camera. Back here I've got some just art, some inspirations. Next to the beaded curtain and my desk, I've got just like those cute little shelves. Directly next to the sewing desk, I have this drafting table. That's where I'll do like embroidery, applique, sketching, watercolor painting, things that don't require a machine. Got my cute little curtains. Next to the drafting table, we've got all my fabric storage. Scrap denim, we have just like cotton prints down below. And these baskets are just full of notions like pins and needles. We have trim in here. Last shelf. This is like big pieces of fabric, like blankets and quilts. And in this shelf lives like my blank canvases, I guess. Just basically my denim collection that I'm slowly chipping away at. This is the last little station, my ironing board. So I'm really excited to work in here now. I know this video is probably gonna be like a short video, but honestly this took me like over a month to set up. So if you're also in the middle of a move, like just be patient. Everything is put away, but I'm leaving some space for myself to like continue to get settled in. So I feel like the space will probably change as I live here and work here. I've already like started creating pieces in this space and it feels really magical and inspiring. So I feel like check, my goal is complete. Moving is just hard, and having a fun creative project outside of work to like focus on is super helpful. So at least it was really helpful for me and distracting and kind of made it like very yeah, I don't know, it just made it really enjoyable. Maybe I'll make some more videos like this. Maybe I'll share a little bit about what I do in this space. Thanks for watching.